I do not want to say it was a loss. I do not want to put any negative words towards this. It is a learning opportunity for me. Don't drop it, girl, don't drop it. This might be a big mistake that I'm making, but the shit is pissing me off. Yeah, I'm a garden grandma.
I woke up this morning, got me feeling brand new, like I know what to do, got me feeling nostalgic.
Hey YouTube family, wagwan. It is another garden video. I mean, obviously we are still in garden season, so you're gonna get these garden videos. Now that the temperatures are finally cooling down here in Ohio, because we had a little heat wave, a little cool, little hot heat wave. Now that the temperatures are cooling down, I can get a lot of garden tasks done. Now, I was supposed to get these tasks done a few days ago when I did the task of taking the mint out my green stalk. If you didn't see that video, I'll link it for you. You gotta watch that one, because the struggle I went through, the pain that I went through, the stress that I went through, after I did that one task, I was done for the day. So I packed it up, and I haven't done any other garden task except water the garden since then, because the way my back was hurting me days after that, the way I just watched the video and you'll see. So now we're back out here to take care of those tasks that I did not get done after the green stalk mint situation took me out. Let's just get right into doing the task, because it's gonna get hot later and I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible. Right now it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I want to get it done at least before 12. At least before 12. And if we don't get it done before 12, some things will have to wait for tomorrow, because it's hot. But I'm not complaining, because I love the heat. I love it. I love the heat. So if I don't get it done and it gets too hot, I typically just spend the rest of the afternoon. I sit in my gazebo, I read a book, I color, I do all little cute little fun things, and I just hang out in the gazebo. So I'm still gonna be outside regardless if it's hot or not, just not doing all this heavy manual labor. Look at me talking too much. Let's get to work. Let's go. Oh wait, you guys, wait, one more thing, I promise, just one more thing. We have babies. You know the rabbits that I complain about, the rabbits that I had to change up my little garden format, the rabbit that tried to have a baby in my garden bed, that same rabbit, the one that tried to dig a whole little nest, maternity ward in my raised garden bed, she finally had her babies. Not in there though, not in there, somewhere around this garden. And we have 2 cute little rabbits running around. They're so cute, destructive, eating up everything, but they're so cute. They still can't get in the raised beds, so I'm happy about that. But in the rest of the floral garden area, they're eating things up. But they're so cute. I was trying to get a video. I got a video of one of them. I'll insert it now for you, of just one of them. But I know there's 2 of them, because I see, sometimes I look out my window, I see 2 of them playing. I don't think there are any more than 2. Hopefully there's not more than 2. So they're around somewhere, hiding out, having a good old time, eating up my stuff. But it is what it is. So now we have, I'm a garden grandma. Yeah, I'm a garden grandma. One of the first things we're gonna work on is this little garden bed right here. I'm gonna pull mostly everything out of here, because this was the bed that I planted with the extra brassicas that I had left over, and the rabbits clearly had a field day with this one, which I don't mind. It was low enough for them to get to. I didn't mind them eating it, because I didn't have any plans for this bed right away. So they ate up the broccoli, ate up all the stuff that was in here. So they've eaten. I need this bed now. Now I need this bed. So unfortunately they have to, all this stuff has to go. So I'm gonna clean out this bed. What is this? What is this? Does anyone know what this is on my broccoli leaves? It's like these, what is that? What is that? Help me out, please, what is that? Okay, anyway, another thing, speaking of broccoli, in this bed over here, I've successfully grown broccoli. I mean, I know it's starting to bolt because it's getting hot, but look, I mean, it's not the best because the heat wave just, so I'm going to probably also cut these today and pull the rest of the plant. but I've successfully grown broccoli. Another one over there. This is my first year growing broccoli, and I think I did pretty good. Over here I have broccoli as well somewhere. Where? Over here. Here we go. And right there. See, look, y'all, we have more. What is this? What are those? I'm very confused. Very much confused, because what are these things on the broccoli leaves? Oh, what are these things on the, what are these? I'm very confused. They are all over the broccoli leaves. In there also. So I will be pulling this broccoli today as well. But yeah, the only thing I would say for next year is when I'm planting broccoli is I have to plant it earlier. I waited too long to plant it, so now it's getting too hot, but that's my only takeaway. It's plant it earlier and give it a little bit more space. Just a little bit more space. But yeah, we have, oh yes, let's go down here real quick before we do that. We also have tomatoes are coming in. See? Our tomatoes, we have quite a few. The tomatoes are coming in, you guys. The tomatoes are showing out. So we do have tomatoes, which I am very happy about. And I think also we have some peppers. Green bell peppers so far. And we have a lot more coming up. Now let's get to the task of emptying this garden bed. Why are you in the way? Get out the way. I just figured out what those things are. It's caterpillar poop. Because I found some caterpillars on the broccoli, eating the broccoli. So those are gonna have to go too, because it's getting hot. The broccoli gotta go anyway. It's nasty caterpillar poop. The little caterpillar poop. So if you guys are new to gardening and you see that, just know it's caterpillar poop. And look closely, because the caterpillars are hiding. They're like the same color. Let me show you real quick. If you don't like caterpillars, don't look. Do you see that green thing right there? I don't like caterpillars, but right there. And there's another one right there in the corner. Yep. So one right there, another one right there. They're what's leaving all this poop. So I'm sure they're all over this broccoli situation, and I don't like it. Where is my hat? Hold up, let me get my garden hat. That quick little thing, I'm already breaking a sweat. I'm already breaking a sweat. Breathe it out, just breathe it out, girl. Breathe it out, breathe it out. Now, after looking at the broccoli plants, I'm gonna pull the other ones in the other bed as well. That one right here. I'm gonna pull those as well because they're bolting, they're getting hot. But the only thing is, my garden bed is going to look so empty and so bare. Like this might sound vain, but I feel so, what is the word? Accomplished when I see that the garden beds are filled with stuff. Like, you know, like it looks so good, like I did something, like I grew something, because it's filled, it's lush, it's green. But a lot of that first bed is all brassicas, and they have to go, and it's gonna look so bare and so empty, but I have to do it. And the problem is, I don't know what to put in those beds next yet. I don't know. One thing I do know, that they have to be pulled, and I'll enjoy the broccolis that don't have a caterpillar on it. It might not be much, but it's something. Girl, you did something. You're proud of yourself. Clap for yourself. You did something. This is the next bed I'm going to try and empty as well. I have cauliflower in there. I don't think I'm going to get anything from the cauliflower. It's beyond this point. I should have planted them earlier. And the next level behind is the broccoli. Like you already know, that has to go because of the caterpillars. Behind that I have some lettuce that's going to stay for a little bit longer. And then all the way in the back I have spinach that's been bolted, been seeded, and that definitely has to go. So this bed is going to look really bare in a few minutes. And I'm kind of sad about it. I really am. Before I pull the broccolis, I'm going to try and harvest what I can. I don't think it'll be that much because them caterpillars are all up in it and I can't tell the difference. Like, they blend in with the broccoli. Like, they're so good. They're like little ninjas. They little camouflage ninjas. But I want to taste at least one broccoli plant from what I grew. So I'm going to harvest the ones that I can see that I can tell that doesn't have a caterpillar on it. And then I'm also going to dunk it in some salt water bath and hopefully that helps. And if I only get one, just one broccoli plant to taste, that's a win. I'm calling it a win. As I cut the broccoli stalk off, I'm going to pull the broccoli out itself. And everything that I'm cutting is going to the compost, so nothing's really getting wasted. But now I know for next year, cut my broccoli plants earlier before the caterpillars come, or try to figure out a natural way to deter them, or I don't know. But if y'all have any recommendations, leave it in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate it. That one has a lot, just a lot of them on that one. It's times like this I kind of wish I had chickens, because all of that would be going to the chickens right now. The chickens would have been eating good today, but I don't, so it goes to the compost. Y'all want to see my harvest? Out of all of that broccoli plants, all of those broccoli plants, this is what I got. Stop laughing at me. I'm trying to find the words, so give me a minute. I will not use the word disappointed, because something's better than nothing, and I learned a lot. I learned to plant my broccoli earlier because it gets hot. I also learned to harvest them when I see them coming out. And next, this gives me an opportunity to research how to deter these little caterpillars, which will in turn increase my knowledge of gardening. So I got 3 stalks, one decent size, and 2 mini baby ones that I'm gonna dunk in my salt water, and I'm gonna enjoy them while I eat them. And these are the caterpillars. I get it. You want to eat the plant, go ahead, eat it. I'm mad about that, but eat it. But why do you gotta shit all over the place? There's shit everywhere. They shit on the plants everywhere. I mean, I guess that's a good indicator that you have the caterpillars, because you see the shit. Because if I didn't see the shit, I wouldn't have think to look for something. So I guess the shit does help, but the shit is pissing me off, literally. Y'all look, can you see? I thought I got, oh, this is the salt water bath that I dunked it in, and as soon as I dunked it, I see something is moving. I thought I had gotten all of them. And look, girl, I don't know if we're eating this broccoli. You know what? I grew it from seed. I'm eating it. I'm eating it. So I think that was the only one. That's the only one that I see moving. I do feel kind of bad for it, but I'm sorry, little dude. That's nature. But just a reminder, if you grow broccoli plants, before you eat it, dunk it in some salt water. If you're not scared of these things, if this doesn't bother you, but dunk it in some salt water so you know for sure that you're not having any caterpillars or anything in there. Yeah. Yeah. Do that for yourself. Now, look at this lettuce next to it. This lettuce gotta go too. This is iceberg lettuce. Girl, y'all gotta go too. Basically, this whole bed is fitting to be empty. This whole bed, look at the cabbage. This cabbage is holy, holy, holy. It's fitting to go too. And this is the spinach that I knew bolted. It's going as well. I kind of want to hold off though to see if the spinach produces flowers, because that would be cool to see what the spinach flowers look like, or even save some seeds from it. That's a possibility. But the kale, I am loving the kale, okay? This kale I'm going to try and cut as much as I can today and harvest it and bring it inside. I don't think the caterpillars are liking this, and I'm happy about that because I love kale. So I'm going to try to harvest as much of this as I can and bring it inside. This kale was absolutely amazing. What the freaking frack? Look, there's a caterpillar on it. I spoke too soon. Look at that. I spoke too soon. Oh gosh. And I just had some of this kale this morning too with my smoothie. But I did wash it off really good. Girl. It's okay. It's alright. We're harvesting this kale. All of it. This bed is going to be empty today.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was 2 and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never needed fixing. Yeah, that girl really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere.
Y'all, I'm sweating. I am sweating. But I was able to harvest some kale. I know, much better than the broccoli. And I'm definitely going to dunk this in salt water as well, just to make sure. But this is what the beds are looking like now. This first one here is basically empty. We have a cantaloupe that I planted a few videos ago, still going good. We have, I can't remember the name of these. And we have eucalyptus. And that's about it. And this one has nasturtiums in the front, 2 onions on either side. And for the most part, it's empty. I did plant a pumpkin right here in the middle, so now that pumpkin should be so much more happier that it's going to get more sun, as well as another pumpkin here. This is what I was able to get rid of. I do not want to say it was a loss. I do not want to put any negative words towards this. It is a learning opportunity for me. Basically, what to do better next year. I already saw some things that I want to do better. And that's just nature. That's just life. I'm not mad at it. I literally got these seeds from Dollar Tree. It was 4 packs for $1. So this is probably like no more than $2 right here. $2-3. I learned for next year. I'm gonna do better. Or you know what? Forget next year. I can even try again in the fall. Exactly. We're gonna try again in the fall. So I'm not too mad about it. But it's all right here. I'm gonna eventually pick it up and put it in the compost bin. In the meantime though, before I add anything to these beds, I'm going to let it sit for a few hours because I have some errands to run, and let the birds have a field day in here, and then figure out what to plant next in them. Oh girl, wait, you guys, look, I forgot to show you guys. I've been talking about this for weeks and weeks now. My callalus finally came. Finally got planted. I did this when my camera was broken, so I didn't get to show you guys, but this is callaloo. This is what us Jamaicans call callaloo. It is like it's like a relative of the spinach. I don't know who I can compare it to. Maybe spinach, I don't know, but this is callaloo, and they're just getting started, and they're gonna grow big and tall. And once they start seeding like this, you just pluck this thing off because you don't want it to seed. So No, you're not ready to seed yet. I need to produce more before you can seed. Here we go. Yeah, this is my callaloo bed. So excited.
And if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw. I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just owned it, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl.
Good morning, YouTube family. Wagwan. As you guys can see, it is the next day. Yesterday, after I pulled out the garden beds, I had errands to run, things to take care of, so I had to cut the garden work and continue that today. Let's just get into it, you guys. Let's talk about these garden beds that I emptied and just start the video off. Right now it's about 7:05 in the morning, so I'm trying to get a lot of things done before it gets too hot, and I'm determined to figure out what to do with those garden beds. If not completely fill them, then at least do something, put something in them. Let's go, let's talk about it. This is what the garden beds are looking like. I showed you guys yesterday, but this is what they are looking like. And just to let you guys know, I saved what I could. So I didn't just get rid of it because I was scared of the worms or the caterpillars. Yes, I don't like them touching me, but that's not going to stop me from growing a garden or moving them, you know, with gloves on or anything. So don't think that I'm just out here wasting food. The things that I pulled, like the cabbage and the cauliflower and the spinach and the broccoli, it was too late for them. Basically, it was getting hot. They were starting to bolt. There was no saving them. So it wasn't only about the caterpillars. That was a big thing, but it was like, it was too hot. They were starting to bolt, so they had to go. And I saved what I could. I got absolutely no cabbage. I got absolutely no cauliflower. But I did get those few pieces of broccoli, and I also got some kale. So, and show you a picture right now. We had a nice dinner yesterday with some curry goat, rice and peas. As you can see, I made a kale salad with a piece of avocado on the side. Banging, best, good food. It was so good. So I did use the kale from what I can save. But like I said, it's just a learning opportunity, and I have the fall and next year to try it again. Now look how the beds look, y'all. It looks like I did nothing. It looks very discouraging, but it's okay. I'm going to try to figure out something to fill up these beds with. First I have to weed and do a little, what is something name? Not rake. You know what is something name? Tilling? I think that's what I'm trying to say. And try to figure some stuff out. What I was thinking of doing is, in my callaloo bed here, some of these onions look kind of small. I was thinking of moving them. Now, I don't know if you can move onions, like over this side, these ones. Let me go over there and show you. All my onions in this bed look small. But I think it's because they're not getting enough sunlight, because first of all, it's lower to the ground. So the sun is like, this is like being shaded by this. So I might try and move some of these up top to the beds where I took them out of. I hope that works. And I also have some tomatoes that I think I might move. Like these tomatoes right here, this one and this one, they're too close to each other, so I might move those as well. All right, you guys, let's get started and let's see what we can get done before it gets hot. Quick overview of the garden, by the way. This bed right here, I'm going to go ahead and take out the markers for the things that were planted, and I will be saving these to use next year. So I will not be throwing away my plant markers. I'm saving them for next year. Oh, and also a tip, you guys, if you run out of these, right, but you have a lot of forks in your house or spoons and you don't know what to do with them, especially not forks. Bueno, not forks, but it's knife, like the plastic knives or that you use, like, you know, when you're having like a party or something. The knives usually, I always have knives left over, so I have so many knives. Use them as garden markers. Use them as garden. That's a good way to use them as garden markers. Don't get rid of them. The forks always get used, the spoons sometimes, but the knives, nobody uses them. Use them in the garden. Now let me weed as quickly as I can. Not too detailed, but you know, something. Get something more. I gotta make sure I'm careful because I planted beets in this bed. I don't pull the beets again like I did last time. And I have radishes in here also, so I gotta make sure I don't pull them like I did last time. And I did mean to get something to mulch this bed with. I just haven't had the time, honestly. And I don't know if maybe it's too late to mulch now, but I am supposed to mulch this bed. A subscriber mentioned it to me. I said I was going to do it. I haven't gotten a chance to do it. No excuses. I just need to mulch this bed. I don't know. Not only this bed, but all the beds. That's what I meant to say. Oh, onion. I'm trying to pull my hair. Okay, first I'm going to move some of these onions right here on the side. Maybe more, but let me start with these for now. I'm going to move these onions right here and put them in the first bed. I'm going to put them right in this first row here so they get a good amount of sun. I'm not an expert, you guys. I don't know if moving the onions is going to do anything. Maybe I might not get any onions, but it's worth a shot. I'm not an expert. I'm just doing what I think might work. And if it works, yes. If not, then I learn from it. So also, I am not amending the bed with anything. I know fertilizer is important. I understand, I know, and I believe in fertilizers. However, this year, since I had to build all of this from scratch this year, the garden beds cost money, all this soil being delivered costs money, all these plants cost money. This soil is already nutrient rich, it's compost, topsoil, and sand, I believe, is a very rich blend, costs money. So because of that, I just have to forfeit on some cost this year, and that is going to be the fertilizers. So these plants are going to have to do the best that they can without any extra fertilizer, just what's in the bed. Next year budget, when I don't have to spend on all of this, I can definitely splurge on fertilizer. But just wish me luck right now. Without fertilizer, I think I should be good. You scared me. Like she knew. Wasn't really ready, no, I had to grow up, but it's so heavy and I'm feeling low. Unlearning all that was wrong for me. And I wish somebody would've should've warned it. This is what the onions were looking like. I pulled up 4 of them. As you can see, not much bulbing at all. This might be a big mistake that I'm making, but I'm still gonna try. I would not know until I try. Let's bring them over there. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Ooh, don't drop the camera. Girl, don't drop the camera. Y'all good right there? You wanna come closer? All right, let me bring y'all closer. Better? All right, we're good there. Oh man, it just fell right over. It just fell. I planted the 4 right here. Now I didn't want to plant them too deep because it's supposed to be an onion, it's supposed to be bulbing up, so I didn't want to bury the roots too deep. So I'm gonna get some more from another part of the garden that just looks bad and try to fill up as much of this front row as I can with onions. And hoping for the best, you guys. I am hoping for the best. Onions are moved. Think I'm good. I took all the onions out of the callaloo bed. All of them. I might regret this decision, like I said, but I'm learning and I'm experimenting. So all the onions that were around here, at first I took a few. Girl, I took all of them. All the onions that were lining this is gone, and I put them over there. Now, this is my tomato bed down here all the way at the end, and I have some nice big fat onions in the front and some really swimpy ones in the back, like down there. Like, look at these. I am sure they will not produce anything. And I thought about moving them. However, I said, nope, I'm going to leave them right there because I thought about the tomato hornworm and I'm trying to prevent it as much as possible. So these are just sacrifices. They're just sacrifices. I just wanted to smell like onions back here to deter the tomato hornworms. I have onions, I have basil interplanted also with these tomatoes, and I have marigolds. There's basil, there's onions. So hopefully that will deter the tomato hornworm. I'm hoping. So these onions are staying. But I have these 2 cucumber plants right here in the middle right there. And I have a beefsteak and another beefsteak tomato at the end right there. 4 of them can't handle this small trellis right here. This trellis is really small, so 4 of them, no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this cucumber very, very, very gently, because from what I understand, cucumbers don't like their roots disturbed. So I'm going to do it very gently and move it to the first bed where I had the sugar snap pea, because that's about to go soon now, because it's getting too hot for the sugar snap pea. So that's about to go any minute now. There we go. I tried to get as much of the soil as I could. So let's go put it down there. Or can I balance this in one hand and carry all at the same time? Let's see if I can do it. Carry all and balance this. I feel like I'm playing, you know that game, the egg and spoon race, where you gotta run with this egg on the spoon and try not to drop it? That's what I'm doing right now. Don't drop it, girl, don't drop it. Where am I gonna put y'all? Okay, let me try to bring y'all over here. Hold on, y'all. We're going for a ride. Hold on. Hold on. Because I want y'all to see everything. Alright, y'all good right there? Okay, now let's plant it. Now, let me label that real quick, because if I don't label it, I'm going to forget what it is. So let me label that cucumber. I recorded this, but the camera was not recording, so I'm just going to show it to you guys now that I've done it. The cucumber that I just planted right here, I moved it to over there. It's probably sick and tired of me moving it, but it's there right now. And I think that's a sunflower behind it. What is that? Something behind it, but the cucumber is right there. But I also put this beefsteak tomato on the end right here. So my vision is, I am hoping to, when this sugar snap pea goes, the cucumber can just take up half of this trellis over here, and the tomato can just, I can trellis it up on this side right here. That's the plan. Let's go down to the tomato bed real quick. Down here in my tomato bed, first of all, the tomatoes are growing wild and crazy, really tall, and my stake basically ends right here, and the tomatoes are, so I have no idea what I'm going to do next, but that's a problem for another day, maybe tomorrow. Anyway, at the bottom here I have these 2 Roma tomatoes that are just basically not growing. They are really, I guess they're being shaded out by these bigger ones here. So I'm going to pull this Roma right here, and there's another one right there. You guys can't see, but that Roma and this Roma, and move them also to the first bed, the small one.
She thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of confidence, love, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she.
I'm planting it in this little raised bed here, because from my understanding, Roma tomatoes are determinate, so they should not grow too tall. And this is the little bed that's right next to the gazebo, so I don't want to have to worry about too much bushiness when I'm entering and leaving the gazebo. And I'm going to dig a deep hole and try to plant them as deep as possible, because tomatoes do good the deeper you plant them, and then trim the leaves eventually, the lower leaves, like I did before.
It's like sitting in a boat, wondering if it is going to float. Now that I've got to my things, is there anything else I should...
Look what I found, you guys. Underneath here, right there, there's a tomato plant growing. How did it get there? Who put it there? Because I certainly would not plant tomatoes in this gravel walkway. How did this tomato plant get here? Like, it is under that black pot. First of all, what kind of tomato is it? Because I clearly do not know. I would not plant it there. And now I kind of want to dig it out and try to get a spot for it. But how can I dig it out? Because there is landscape fabric under here and rocks. So how is it? Let me just pull it. Oh, okay, it's not that deep. All right, tomato. I am going to call this the experimental tomato. I don't know what it is, but let's find a spot to put it, and then we'll see what kind of tomato it grows. I decided I'm going to put it in that corner right back there. So for all you guys watching, remember, this is the experimental tomato that's going in this corner right here. In the 1, 2, the third. It's going in the third bed from the end. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's determinate or indeterminate. I don't know what it is, but planted it right there. Y'all, look, I'm sweating. It is 8:24 in the morning and I am sweating. Like, I am glistening. I am sweating. Sweat is dripping off my forehead. So I really need to hurry up and wrap this up. What I'm gonna do next is, in this last bed where I took out mostly all the brassicas, which were the spinach, the kale, and all that stuff that was in here, I'm going to plant, I think, 3 watermelon seeds, because for some reason my watermelon seeds are not coming up. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna plant 3 more. Might be too late, I don't know, but we're gonna try anyway. Y'all, I am sweating. It's officially 8:30. I'm gonna take a break. This is gonna be the end of this video. I'm gonna check the weather app. I believe it says in about 2 or 3 hours it's going to rain. So if it's going to rain, then I'm not going to water these in. I'm just gonna wait for the rain to hit them. But if it's not going to rain, I'm going to do a quick watering of the garden and take my butt inside, take a break. But then I will be coming back out here again before it gets midday and do some weeding. But thank y'all for growing with me today. I appreciate it. And until my next video, I'll talk to you guys in the comment section. Bye. Hurry up and pass, truck, because I gotta record. La 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 la. Make sure the hair is right. La 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 la. What movie is that from? Sister Act. Yep, Sister Act. La 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 la. Can't seem to save my life. Anyway.
I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, 'cause I had something to say, blew everybody away.